But as you know, Debbie, if you're not in a place to believe it, all the external validation is worthless. In fact, sometimes it's harmful because you're just like, no, 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 no. And that's all I ever did. So my experience of life was a disaster. I was so unhappy. I was 100 pounds overweight. I looked up how to commit suicide, try to find the most painless way to do it. Um, just horrible, horrible experience. And finally, that's sort of what like it came to a head, and I was okay. I got to do something. That's when I reached out to my friend. It just got too much to bear, and
Hmm.
something had to give. I had to get out of it some way. Take the easy way out, or let's fix it. Thank God I chose to fix it.
That's interesting because I did that's a piece of information I wasn't able didn't find, which is good and bad. And I have a friend who does a TED talk, and he talks about his moment in prison where he has a nightmare where he's got a gun to his head. And we've talked a number of times, and he describes suicide where people don't continue through with that process as the point where you're in your head and the pressures and the thoughts are so uncomfortable that you just want that pain to end,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to end your life. You just want to end that thing. And sometimes it's as simple as the University of Success book referred to by your friend, picking up that phone. And I think that's an important thing for people to remember is that, again, I have to put a rider on this, on this video because of the discussion. But
Right.
a lot of people, they don't really want to end their life. They just want to stop that thing, and they don't know how to see the light at the end of the tunnel because they can't see the light at the tunnel.
Right.
Sometimes they need someone to drill in from the other side and punch a hole into the tube so that there's a glimmer. And I think that sounds like
Oh,
what it
yeah.
happens.
100%. And by the way, Debbie, I'll just say, and whatever you want to do with this part of the discussion is fine. But and you haven't seen that story because I don't really talk about it very much. I don't like to, for not because I'm ashamed of it, but I don't like to talk about it a lot because it could potentially cause more harm than good. So, and here's kind of what I mean by that. So I do not recommend to people or hold myself out as here's how you get over a suicidal thought, go get a book. That's not my point. I do not tell people that. I tell people if you even think about wanting to end your life, get professional help right now. Call the hospital, call a psychiatrist, call, I don't care who you call somebody. I'm not saying that dealing with that is so easy, just go get a book. I'm not saying that. All I'm
No,
saying is that's what helped me get started on the road. So I just like to be really clear about that. But
absolutely,
you,
absolutely.
yeah,
I'm glad you
yeah,
said that because
100%.
you're right. Mine could be a misconstrued as it'd be so easy,
Yeah,
but it's
no,
absolutely not.
yeah, no, no, no. When people get that thought, they need to get on the phone or go to the hospital or do something. But yeah, you're right. You're so overwhelmed with sadness that you cannot imagine it's ever going to get better, and you don't know how to make it better. That's why reaching out for help is so essential. You cannot do it on your own. You've got to, there's something out there that you don't know that you need, and somebody knows it and they can get it to you. So you have to keep probing and asking and reaching until finally you get that person who's able to connect you to it.